Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the update theories video for the next update coming out. Yes, I did do some treasure quest videos, yes I did do an archery sim video, but that does not mean that I am not loyal to Dungeon Quest. I am still loving it, I'm still going to be recording on it as much as I can. It's just that people wanted to check out treasure quest, and so did I, as it is a MMORPG type game as well, and I've been really into them recently. So yeah, today is update theories from the community and from my own perspective, so let's just jump straight into it today. We have about like 17 theories to go over today, so I'm very excited. We're going to be bringing back some of the old theories from the last update theories video. If you didn't see that one, you're gonna see some of them now, so you can either check that one out before you continue watching this, or you can just watch this one, I guess, and see the new theories that we include in this. So we're gonna have some map theories, we're gonna have some lobby theories, we're gonna have some spells and skills and all of those types of theories. So we're just gonna jump straight into it today. As you can see in the background, we are playing the Underworld Wave Defense. We are playing the Insane mode because Nightmare is just way too hard. But I did get to level 300, thank goodness. Thank you so much to my friends for helping me to get that, because that took us hours, and yeah, we're just not gonna go there. I'm not looking forward to the next dungeon getting level 300 on that one. But yeah, the first theory for today is going to be, let's start from the top of my list, which will be a PvP update. As you know, there are two locked off areas now in the lobbies of Dungeon Quest, in the main lobby being behind the buildings of the town, as well as in the brand new 60+ lobby in the winter area. There's also another sectioned off area there. Obviously nothing has happened with those areas since like 2-3 months almost. Nothing has happened, so we're thinking that is going to be a PvP update. For example, levels 60 and under can fight in PvP zones in that area, or you can fight in higher zones in there, in like the back little area that they've made. It could be completely something different as well, as we will discuss later on, but is one of the biggest updates that people have been wanting to see is PvP or raids or something along those lines. But then the next one also is in that back area too, is the trading marketplace. People would like to see either NPCs selling things, or a trading mechanism where you have to trade one weapon to get another, or you can trade mystery items, or you can trade like 10 greens for 1 blue, for example, just in like what other types of games do. For the cosmetic wise, that is one that people are talking about, and it can also be a VIP room. You do know there is if you didn't know, there is a VIP pass, which you can get a VIP tag, you get VIP effects, as well as you always get 20% XP boost on that coming into dungeons and wave defense. I think it works with wave defense. If it doesn't, I'd be really shocked, but obviously it's going to, since XP is an overall thing. But then we have the first map theory now, which is the cave/crystal themed map. I know this was a map over on Treasure Quest, but I did actually say this in the last video as well. I would like to see like a mystical cave crystal type system. Obviously we've had the Underworld, and we've seen how good glowing mechanisms can work in there. Like, let's be honest, those daggers on the cosmetic glow amazingly, and it just brings out a brand new feature that I didn't think we could have before, and they really settle into the dark type vibes, and I think a cool crystal cave will match that perfectly, with all the crystals glowing and the water. For example, if they did water, you could have vines, you could have, yeah, I'm going too far into that. But then the next map theme is the jungle/temple map. I know a few people have seen some of the jungle type maps in Roblox previously, and now thinking it'd be really cool dungeon type, because they could include more different types of animals. So you could have like monkeys, you could have tigers, more like an Animalia type map. And then we also have the next map, which we were talking about, is the gladiator themed map, which was actually the wave defense map, which is really awesome. But people are thinking, are they going to have a dungeon that is normal is a gladiator type, because you cannot get gladiator special drops. You get normal drops from wave defense from the dungeons that you do. So it'd be only making sense if we had a gladiator dungeon for some gladiator drops to use in that, other than the Spartan cosmetic, which was 1,000 Robux for the armor, and I think 400 Robux for the weapon? I'm not entirely sure. But then we also have a few more map theories, which is the water theme map, because everyone thought the last update was going to be underwater or Atlantis theme, where you could fight things like a giant crab boss. Don't know where they came up with that with the logo, but that was one of the theories for there, where you could have sharks and other underwater animals as NPCs. And then we also have another map theme as a robot/future technological type map, where it's a giant robot at the end, and mini bosses could be like computers, as if they've taken over the world. And then we also have a few more, being one of the main ones being overworld. We have an underworld, and we have a ton of different mobs in there. We have the demons, we have the weird horse deer thing. I don't know what it is. I want to know what it is. Apparently people are saying it references to a movie, a horror movie or something. I'm not quite sure though. I haven't looked into it. I don't think I want to. It terrifies me enough as it is in the dungeon. But then we've also got a heaven map, possibly, with like clouds and angels, since we have the angelic armor. And then we also have a wizard tower, as in we've seen a lot of like mage stuff, so might see some more mage themed maps. That would be a really cool idea. But one of the biggest ones that I actually could see being a possibility in the future is, it is now June. It's summertime for Americans, and the owners are Americans, so I can see them doing some summer things. So we could have like a Hawaii themed map, or a Castaway type map, where for example, mini bosses could be hula dancers, or even a cosmetic is a hula dancer. And then you can see like mythological things in there with like castaways. You can have like hidden Easter eggs, but yeah, just like a summer themed map would be really cool for this type of update. And then obviously we have other updates, things that we've kind of suggested. One of the main ones being tier upgrades for weapons by combining multiple into one for better statistics. So for example, you see in like Pet Simulator, they have 10 pets make a shiny pet, and then like 10 shinies make a rainbow pet, and then 10 rainbows make a dark matter pet on Pet Simulator. So we're thinking like possibly having, for example, 5 legendaries makes a mythical. I don't know, it could just be an extra tier, another way to bring an extra playing field to the table. As you guys see with my current loadout right now, I can one-shot basically everything except for the bosses. That takes like 2 or 3 shots for the bosses, but that is still very, very overpowered, and obviously that's with the highest, that's not even the highest gear. I have the legendary, but then I also have green mage glorious armor. It is the highest armor, but it's not the highest tier of the armor. So if I was a purple armor, I could probably 1-2 shot the main bosses, which is, you know, scary because I never thought I could be that OP. The next one is a new armor slot. This one I have talked about in a few videos, a possibility of they could bring out rings or amulets or in potions where you can get an extra buff. For example, if I was to add a healing amulet, I would get bonus. For example, we'll do plus 10% health, but it minuses something else. So for example, if I want plus 10% health for while that amulet is activated, for example, like 30 seconds, I would have a what's it called? Oh my goodness, DPS. A lower DPS. So for example, like -5 DPS or damage rate. That's the word, damage rate. So it would be really, really balanced in that point. So you're not just gaining 30%, 10 to 30% health for that amount of time. You're also getting a nerf on something as well as a buff. Another one is a third spell/skill slot. A lot of people have requested this a lot of times to have a third slot. So for example, Q, E, and R, or Q, E, and F, or Q, E, and C, just to bring another option to the playing field so people can use Innervate and Skull Flames, but then also have a heal if they want to do that, or have Innervate, Skull Flame, so then it does more damage. Obviously, if the dungeons are a lot higher and harder, I can honestly see that being a thing of being able to have another spell, but at this point in time, I don't think that it's going to happen. The next one is possibility of a scroll bar for your inventory slots, because you guys see that you guys get a full inventory in like Wave Defense, but if you sell something, more comes up. So when your inventory displays weapons, spells, armor in that order. So if you have a lot of weapons covering your entire screen, then you'll have all of your spells and armor underneath. And obviously people cannot see it, so they think they've lost stuff, but all you have to do is sell the stuff that you don't want. So people are asking if we can get a scroll bar to see how infinite the infinite inventory actually is before it actually cuts off entirely. But it'd be nice to have a scroll button to see which items we have and how many we do have. The next one is a possibility of a new currency to be obtained from killing bosses. People said that when you defeat bosses, you only really get XP for it. Obviously, you get XP for everything as well as gold for completing the dungeon. But people would like to see if you can obtain a new currency. For example, if you want to do gems or diamonds or tokens or something along those lines, or shards. I don't know. But they want to see a new currency to be obtained for example, upgrading certain things on a weapon, or possibility of upgrading a weapon fully from rare to go to epic, but that costs that extra thing. So for example, if my legendary is fully leveled up as it is, but I need 10 million shards to upgrade it to a mythical weapon, just for as an example. People have been saying those types of things around the community. And the next one is a possible introduction of a new fighting style. We did actually get this with Wave Defense as a new fighting style in a new dungeon mode, especially coming up to the new dungeon being released. Hopefully it's a new dungeon. I'd be really sad if it wasn't a new dungeon at all. But a new fighting style could possibly be meaning a brand new class. Obviously, we have the main classes being melee and mage, and then we can also have side classes as healer, tank healer, all of those types of things. But people like to see like an archer class, and people think that they're hinting at it with an archer class cosmetic, or they fully debunked it with that cosmetic as well. But another playing style that has been talked about being happening is raids and PvP. People have said that in the poll, which was run on the Discord. But we actually have also an update announcement to go over, as that was all of the theories for the current update. So we got an update today saying progress is going smoothly on the new dungeon, and the plan is to release it this coming weekend. Finally, time to get some new items to you guys. So that looks like we're getting a brand new dungeon, hopefully. Unless Vinny's trolling us all and he's actually just adding like a brand new thing into Wave Defense or something. I have no idea. Hopefully it's a new dungeon. That means we can do new spells, new armors, new weapons for you guys when that update comes out, and I will finally have content again. But yeah, if you guys like today's little mini theories video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Also hit the notification bell if you're notified every single time I post a video or a stream. And thank you so much to the people on the screen right now for being my current channel members. You guys are amazing. And if you want to learn how to become a channel member, click the join button on my main channel page or down below to find out how to become one. And yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day or night wherever you guys may be in the world. And I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye guys!